What's happening, people? It's your boy Big Augs, and welcome back to the Voice of the Tune. Today, we're talking Manchester United. Newcastle United travel to Old Trafford in the 8 p.m. kickoff game tonight in the Premier League, and what for me is the biggest game of our season in the league. Um, I call it that because we've had some big games across the different competitions this season, especially in the Champions League. But in the league, this game has a lot at stake. Um, you can pretty much say if we win this game today, top six is ours. Top six now, a finish in top six is in our hands. We've got a superior goal difference with against Chelsea and Man United. We're level on points with Chelsea, but we've got a +10 goal difference above them. So, for us, today's game is a very good opportunity to all but guarantee a space in Europe's competition next season in the Europa League. And if you look at how the season's gone, how difficult for it's been for us throughout the season. Starting well, going out in the Champions League and having that massive injury crisis and having to play the same players for 6 games in a row, but still getting some big wins against Man United and Chelsea um, in the space of a week. So I think if you look at when we lost to Luton and Nottingham Forest, a lot of people were questioning Eddie Howe's future. People were saying, is it too much of a step to take Newcastle to the next level? But he's stayed focused. He's not used injuries as an excuse like Ten Hag has been doing recently. Eddie Howe, he's a manager that knows how to get the best out of the players available to him. And that is what I define as a good and top manager, And that's what he's done because he's had to rotate too. All of our centre backs are injured. All of our starting centre backs are injured. Now we're playing Emil Kraft at centre back. So I don't understand when Ten Hag comes out to the media and says that the reason for their bad form is because they haven't had a settled back four, but neither have we. Tripper's been out since the start of the year. We've lost Botman, we've lost the Cells, now we've lost Shaw. Left back's been a big issue for us as well. So our defense has been shaky. We've lost Nick Pope. He's sort of the spine to what we do. And he's been out since December. So it's been a tough time for us. But we still managed to focus on the job in hand. Eddie Howe's managed to, get the players to believe in his ideas, and now we sit sixth in the league with top six in our hands. And for me, that is absolutely remarkable. 10 years ago, who would have thought Newcastle United are competing with Man United and Chelsea, these big English powerhouses, and it's in our hands to finish in the top six. So that just shows you how far we've come and how far they have fallen. But for me personally, I think this game for me is a must-win because Chelsea are, they're on our tails. I think the point against Brighton was a point gained rather than 2 points dropped. But I think today is a must-win and it's a good time to play at Man United. Because the players are injured. The players don't want to turn up. Apparently, players don't want to face the music, and Old Trafford is falling down. So it's literally a good time to go there. And our record there isn't great. Our last win going back in the league to 2013 against them, where Johan Cabaye scored that beautiful finish. So it's been a while since we've managed to get a win at Old Trafford, but there's some grace to take that. In the last 3 meetings against Ten Hag, Eddie Howe has won all three. Two in the league. So in the league earlier in the season, last season, and in the League Cup, we won 3-0 at Old Trafford. So we know how to beat Man United now. That's not a thing of whereas before we couldn't get by a win against them, but now we know how to beat them. As long as we stay aggressive because they've got a lot of players missing. Bruno Fernandes, he's looking like he's a doubt. Rashford's looking like he's a doubt. And they're playing Casemiro at centre back. Their midfield is looking leggy and weak. So and we're starting to get our players back. So I think for me, this is the first time I can recall us going to Old Trafford and we're pretty much favourites to win the game. And if we were to win the game, it wouldn't be a shock. It would be a shock if we were to lose the game. So that's just the way it is now, and that's how far Man United have fallen, and their fans are struggling to accept that. I've got a lot of friends that are Man United fans, and they struggle to accept where they are. They always refer back to 15 years ago, but now it's 2024, man. So they got to accept where they are and build, start from the ground and build. But for us, we can only focus on ourselves, focus on the job that we need to do, and the job in hand is getting 3 points today at Old Trafford, and it's pretty simple because that will all but guarantee a top six finish. And that for me, I've said it before and I'll say it again, a top six finish this season is just as good as us getting top four last season if you take account the context behind it. injuries for us this season, and we still managed to get in top six. Whereas last season, and also this season, going far in the cups, the League Cup, we reached the quarterfinal, FA Cup, the quarterfinal, playing in Champions League, the group of death. All these things took its toll, you know. And last season, we only had one game a week. To be fair to you, you know, we went out early in the FA Cup. Yeah, we reached the final in the League Cup, but we didn't have to play in Europe. So with all that to sort of go at, you know, we still managed to be in the top six, and for me, that's a testament to how Eddie Howe has done, and that the players are on board. The players believe in his system, and you know, he's a manager that makes players better, and he comes with no excuses. So the game today, we just need to apply ourselves, you know, the same way how we were doing in recent games. You know, Brighton was a bit of a nothing game, but a point game, like I said. But today we need a win, and we need to be aggressive against Man United because they're there for the taking. You know, I smell blood, so it's about getting that blood and you know, getting the 3 points. Because we got players back, and I'll play our strongest 11. For me, if you're fit enough for the bench with 2 games to go, you're fit enough to play in this game, because this probably is the cup final. This is the big game, because if we win today, we can afford to, I don't know, get a point at Brentford or whatever, or lose the game because of our goal difference, you know. So a win today guarantees top 6 for me, anyways. Because it's unlikely that there's going to be a 10-goal swing in the game on Sunday. So, and that's why I'll play our strongest team available, and that will be Nick Pope in goal, Trippier right back, Kraft, Burns in centre half, Livramento left back, Bruno, Longstaff, and Joe Linton. That's the midfield. At wide, Anthony Gordon, Harvey Barnes, and up top, Isak, if he's fit. Apparently, he's not trained all week, so hopefully he's fit. That is, for me, the team I'll do. And then we've got some depth coming off the bench, you know, in Lewis Hall, who scored at Old Trafford in the League Cup. We've got Almiron, we've got Elliot Anderson, for me, he's been great. So there's players now to bring on. There's players now to bring on. So Jacob Murphy also has been great in recent times. So there's the depth there. So but that's the team I'll do, and just focus on getting the 3 points and cementing our top 6 finish and breaking that top 6, that big 6 sort of name 2 years in a row. Surely now that makes us a big 6 club now, because you know we've consistently breaking that top 6, and for me that's credit to Eddie Howe, credit to the club for this achievement. You know, taking into account how the season's gone. So same as usual, man. Be aggressive, play with the belief, intensity, you know, fight for each other, win the first and second balls, you know, be patient and take our chances, because I don't believe Man United have the players to score. To be fair to you, I believe man for man we're better than them, and in attack they're quite weak. So don't get too complacent, take our chances, take our moments, and we probably win the game 2-0. So that's me, man. I'm going for a 2-0 win, and Anthony Gordon to get a double. How about that? Because he's been so good for us. So Gordon double, 2-0 win, and we qualify for Europa League. And next season we're in Europe, and Isak stays and Bruno stays. As simple as that, man. So yeah, man. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment, to like, and to subscribe. It's your boy Big Ogs, and I'm out.